jokes.
Why are you trying to be Dario in this situation?
Wednesday.
Hi, welcome to Your Aunties Could Never, episode 100 and 100 and 100 and 100. My name's Auntie AK and I'm here with...
I'm Auntie Farah and I'm back! That's why I do that.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. And Auntie Sade.
And we're missing Auntie Nana. Welcome back, Auntie Nefara. I was saying Nefara.
Nefara.
Oh, go on, girls.
That's
How
why
you
I've
feeling?
been missing, because I've been bullied and I've had a case pending. And you know about it. You were my witness, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I supported the
I know you
case.
did.
Yeah.
You always support me.
Always.
You know, when I'm being bullied
100%.
and harassed.
How are you, Auntie Farah?
I'm alright. This bitch is alright. Yeah, it's nice to see you guys.
Exactly.
To be in the studio. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Never been here,
Oh,
huh?
wow. No, I haven't. In this moku. Stressed out.
Sade, how are
Yeah,
you?
I'm alright, you know. I'm trying to think. My week has been. It's been cold. Yeah, my heat isn't working, so it's been a cold week.
It's like the heaters take a break and don't think they got to come back to work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that rogue employee.
I have literally had to relent, and because my daughter's been sick, I've had to put the heating on, and it's been a lot. And I keep doing this thing where I'm like 1 hour, and I'm like
A bit more.
1 hour.
Yeah.
I
just a
took
lot.
the risk and did it the whole day.
Did you? Oh my
Yeah.
god! I feel
Like,
sorry for
from-
your bill.
Listen, I was like, no, because you know what it is? The flat has not been on. It hasn't been on, so we've not warmed it through. So it needed that warm through to take away the actual. So I had to do
I get it, because I was away for a
Yeah.
few days. I thought, okay, well, I haven't been running no current like my grandparents used to say, so I can afford to have it on, and it's just been like.
It's a lot, man.
It's a lot.
But then I'm like, oh, my house. I remember how it feels to
That's
be
what I'm
warm.
saying. That's the life. That's the real life.
It's not fair. I don't like this
isn't.
country. This
Yeah,
country's
innit?
fucked.
Weather's shit. But okay, Auntie Farah, do you have a game?
I do have a game to
Oh,
Blood
no,
Club,
no, 'cause
because
I
I'm a
literally-
bad cat. Oh, I just came out of it. Oh, I feel sick.
Sorry.
Okay. Lyrically correct.
Ooh.
In Ode of Nana. That's why I did that.
Yay.
Okay.
You get me?
Well done.
I sang it badly too.
On purpose. 'Cause,
Duh.
Let's go.
have to be authentic.
Yeah, you know, had to keep it real. Right? Okay. So
me.
between the two of you,
Okay.
easy
God.
things, isn't it?
Stress.
Don't cheat.
I don't cheat. I wasn't looking
You
at
do
No,
though.
you do.
Put the packet in
Let's
the bag. Okay. How long did Tevin Campbell want you to talk?
For a minute.
Well done. What did Mint Condition want you to quit?
Oh, I don't know.
Playing games.
No.
My heart?
Songs.
Eh,
Breaking my heart.
well done.
Okay.
I don't know if I like that though, because that wasn't your first answer.
Okay.
No,
We'll
but
go
it's
for
two.
it. We'll go for it. It's fine. It's one each.
Okay.
Two. Hang on. Did you get two? I can't
I
remember.
got one each.
One each.
Yeah.
What did old dirty bastard say? He and Mariah went back like.
Babies and pacifiers.
Pacifiers, something. Yeah.
Auntie AK got that one. What did Jodeci want their lady to picture?
What? God. Jesus.
Picture.
Picture us in a, I don't know.
What?
Whoa.
Picture.
That's caught me off guard. And I know it.
Honestly, I should know it.
This empty scene.
From what song?
Forever my fucking lady.
Oh, I don't even
What?
like
Hold
that
on.
song.
I need the whole context.
What?
I need the whole...
Go home and listen to the song.
Yeah.
If you need the whole context.
I just literally can't remember that line.
Okay.
This empty scene, there's no me or no you. What will we do? An awful sight to see. If I ever lose you.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't,
wow.
I don't
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like that one.
All right, cool.
No.
According to the... No, you know that one.
I mean, we're allowed to know them.
No, I've said that one to you before.
Oh, okay.
What did Jay-Z say he used to move?
Wait.
A bit more than
rocks like a I don't know, like a Ozzy or something.
Oh, we used to shit. I used to move in the Aussie.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Is that not the song?
Both of you were like missing out the whole point.
I used to move
You're like,
with keys.
Rocks.
No, he's a bit more lyrically correct than that.
I know this. Yes, drugs, but snow,
ice,
cakes, ice,
Snow
cocaine,
cakes.
no
Snow
cakes,
cakes.
no, just cake.
Snow cakes.
snowfalls, snow buckets,
Snowflakes.
snowballs,
Snowflakes.
Snowflakes. That's what I said.
You said snow cakes.
Yeah.
Why would you say snow cakes?
I'm dyslexic.
No. We're not having that.
No
we're not having
flakes.
that.
Oh, fuck it. That's my tune as
We're
well.
not having that.
Discrimination, but okay.
It's really not. In 7 days, what did Mary J. Blige say happened on a Tuesday?
I don't know.
Oh shit, I can't remember.
Tuesday we played a game.
I said you play it Wednesday, went away Thursday.
I'm over this now.
I don't
You
know.
lot are not good today.
One more.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I was actually enjoying
me
it.
too.
You lot were getting it wrong.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
You guys are losers.
The name of
You guys are basically
lyrically correct.
Yeah, it's hard for me, but I like trying.
It's lyrically correct, not
Come on,
lyrically
but then
incorrect.
you're the game master winning. Let's
Two
go.
more.
Let's go.
Two more.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's go.
Wait. What did? No, wait. Yeah. How many weeks did Lauryn Hill say she's been looking for your friend?
What?
How many weeks did Lauryn Hill say you've been looking for your friend?
For a week. 2 weeks. Looking for your gang.
You're looking for your
Fucking
friend.
hell.
1, 2.
That was the last one because you got
3.
it wrong again. Yeah, but you're just counting now.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah,
But
I
you're
got there.
just counting
Yeah, but
now.
I got there.
No,
No,
James,
I got
it's
there.
over now.
I got there.
That was
Over.
over.
And
Thank
neither
you.
of you win. I
How
win.
about we do it for you?
No, because
No.
I know the thing, innit? I can't have fun.
I like that game though.
I know, so do I.
Yeah, I
I
feel
know.
like we should play that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like lyrically. Shout out to lyrically correct.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Up in the
Yes.
States.
Let's get. Yes, well done. Who are we welcoming to the family?
Okay, I'm welcoming to the family Meghan the Stallion, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
I really am.
I
Because
agree.
I think that people really think that Megan's on trial and she
Listen,
is
she
actually
really isn't.
not on trial.
It's pissing
and
me
people
off.
need to give her a
We're gonna
break.
talk about it.
I honestly think that whatever's happened, the one thing we know for sure was that she was shot and that was wrong, and do you know what I mean? People just need to give her a break, actually. I hope justice is served. But obviously we'll talk about the trial, I'm assuming,
We're
a little
going
bit
to.
later. But yeah, I just sending her, love and support, really and truly, because at the end of the day, she was shot, man.
Yep.
Regardless of the circumstance,
Yep.
regardless who she's been with, whatever, like someone hurt her, and that's not right.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Agreed.
Meghan.
Welcome, Megan.
Now, what have you heard? What have we heard in the news and culture streets? I know who's going first.
Who's going first?
I don't know. Anyone can go first.
You go.
Well,
I thought there was a running order, and you have to stick to the running order, guys. The running order is so important. Running order. Have you missed me?
Yeah.
Yes, until that point. Yeah.
Running order. Have you not looked at the running order? It's me. That's why I'm acting up. All right, so these times now. Unless you've been living under a rock,
Yes.
you've heard about can't stop, won't stop, making babies,
Yeah.
having girlfriends,
Right.
Diddy Papa, Diddy Pop.
Yeah.
Right? So, basically, Diddy came out and said, out of the blue, I'd like to, me, named all his children, and then said, we're welcoming Love Sean. I mean, how narcissistic is it that you named the baby Love Sean? You know what I mean? But anyway, he's had another baby,
Yeah.
and it's not even it's not with Caresha. But my thing is this year, have you lot seen how people have been coming for Caresha? Like, they're not really coming for Diddy. They're coming for Caresha. And I'm just like, hold on a minute. What is that? Like, why is it acceptable for people to come for her and start telling her about her business when it's just like, Diddy's had another baby, it's cool. And then the next week, after he announces having the baby, he's seen with some next chick. And then even yesterday, he was seen with some next chick. It's like, how many women are on his roster? And no one's talking about that, but you don't want to come for Caresha, to the point where she's having to defend herself. And that's the part that I don't like. Just want to get your opinion on that, ladies.
Yeah, I saw that Diddy tweeted, and he was like, he kind of, he basically said like she's not the side chick, like have a bit more respect for her, that sort of kind of thing, because she's special to him.
His shorty what?
Shorty what?
Okay. Which man had to Google, because I was like, what the fuck is a shorty what? And then even then it didn't come up. Apparently, and this is after me going through the tinternet, apparently it means woman of, woman of, not value, because it's a P. Fuck, what is it? Purpose. Woman of purpose. That's what it apparently means.
Okay.
I just thought it was like a nickname. I didn't even read into that.
Apparently it means woman of purpose.
You know, like come up with like little ditties or something.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was like a nickname.
Yeah, she's his shorty woman of purpose.
Okay, like I just thought, like, yeah, I feel for her because she shouldn't, you know, it's just really misogynistic, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Behavior like of people on the internet in mass. And it's just like, it must get really draining. But she's chosen to be in this type of relationship with him. She's made that choice. It seems like she's informed and she knows what she's doing. So there shouldn't really be, people shouldn't really have a problem with it. Would I choose that for myself? No. Absolutely not. But, you know, I'm not her and she's not me. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. I just think it's... sometimes I feel like people just got something to say, and the fact is, like, Diddy, I mean, he's the one who's had another child.
But also,
Diddy? He did.
I think. But the thing is, I think there's a few things going on. I've seen like people coming for Diddy as well, and especially because it's like, Diddy, are you alright? What's going on here?
Midlife crisis.
You know well, there's that, and they're saying you've gone past the midlife age, so why are you still having a midlife crisis? I haven't. But the thing is, I guess it's like, he hasn't actually done anything wrong per se, so coming for Diddy wouldn't make sense in that specific way. If you're going to coming for Diddy for having another child, and he's made
it's not even that I'm expecting them to come for him.
No, but
it's just
why?
It was a phrase.
Why are people coming for Caresha?
The reason why people are going
rather than him, because at the end of the day, he's the one who's had a child, and
he's the one that's got big, yeah.
People see them as them being in a relationship.
No, but
so
they're not.
He's had a child. No. But I'm saying, like, it does make sense coming for him because he's the one who's had the child.
I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense not to come for anybody in this scenario, because they both made it clear, and Caresha's made it clear that we're not in a relationship. We're seeing each other. I'm getting what I want. He's getting what he wants.
Yes.
And so that's why people shouldn't be coming for her, because she's as far as it's aware, and this is what I want to explore, is that they are both two clued up human beings, so living their life the way that they want to, and everyone's fine. So Diddy hasn't had a child out on her. At all.
But
so
no
one should.
Do you know
but the thing is, that's why people are remixing. They shouldn't be coming for her.
Yeah.
However, I think the perception that Caresha has put out on some of her posts, for someone that is living the city girl life and like, this is just essentially like a guy that she's messing with for fun. Unfortunately, and I cannot, because I do not know her, I think this is the one thing, we do not know Caresha. So either or, is all an opinion. But what is displayed seems to be a bit more that she's into him in a way that's not backing up her, this is just us messing about. So I think that's what people are coming for.
Really?
Because people are saying that, because I don't follow her specifically, but I'm going by what I see on the blogs that report back the story. Comments are saying that when you said that, she was quoted as saying, I love the way he makes me feel, or something like that. Something that was more implying that you like him more than the persona that you're putting out there. See, that's a lot of people have rephrased and actually have physically quoted and screamed out. No.
I know she said that.
For the back of that, I'm like, that is why people are challenging her. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't agree. I don't know about that. But there's also the whole thing of putting your shit outside. People are going to talk. So it's either celebrities, don't talk about your shit because you're going to get comeback. So there's all these type of things. But the thing is,
like you said, they're both two consenting adults, right?
Yes, they are.
They've both consented to this type of relationship that they're in,
yes,
okay?
They have.
So whether or not she's come out and she said, I like the way you make me feel, or I love the way you make me feel, he could fuck 10 gal. He's not getting, no one's saying nothing to him about it, you know? But they're saying, oh, look at you, you're an idiot. But she said already, like, I'm cool with how it is.
Yeah, I think that's the part.
So the fact that people are on her dick, so to speak, I find it infuriating. Because yet again, it's like a woman is not allowed to have a relationship with a man and explore her sexuality without people coming for her. Yeah. Just because they're not together, or just because she said that I really like this man that I'm doing whatever I'm doing with, people are coming for her. They're saying you're an idiot now. But she's not an idiot because she's already said, this is what I want.
But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. It's just like, they're getting onto her for saying words.
Yeah.
He gave her a whole show. That's
Yeah.
what he's done.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So why are you coming on him? Why is no one coming at getting
And
at
that's the
him?
part
Is
that
he
I
not
don't like.
Because I think
is he not? Do you know what I mean?
Because
Like,
I think it is the displays of behaviour. I haven't looked at Diddy's page compared to how he puts.
but I mean, but
that's the part.
behavior. That is behavior.
Yeah, no, it is.
Even his comeback
And it's
his
disproportionate to
Even
what
his
she's
comeback
done.
for
Yeah.
what he said, people still haven't. When he responded to all the media hype and people calling her a side chick, even after he responded to that, it's more like he's still getting a little pat on the back.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a defense of men. The only
that part.
my human response to this, what I'm seeing people doing is that people don't believe, and I think this is where the misogyny comes in. People find it hard to believe that women can really have up man and just be like, I'm just fucking and doing this. Because people have also said, so Diddy's display of women, where's your display of guys? People are also not looking at a woman can just be banging a guy, having fun. She doesn't have to have a roster of men just because she's banging one guy.
She also doesn't have to display
But she
any
doesn't-
other man that
but
she's
that
banging.
doesn't
But that's my point. Exactly.
Because the other day
have to.
she made it clear that she is single.
She made it
This
clear
is
that
the thing,
she's single,
single, yeah.
and she also made it clear that she does her thing too.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
But
Just because you're not seeing the
Yeah,
array of
exactly.
mandem doesn't mean that she's
But
like sitting
that
at
in
home waiting for him
itself
to
is
ring
the
her.
problem with society. Because
Exactly.
she can't.
Exactly.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're
Because then
right.
she's going to be seen as different.
Exactly.
So if she's dating Diddy, she can't be seen to be dating anybody else.
Yeah, and it was a question of if she was to roll out her men the way now, even though Diddy's not specifically rolling out these women, he's been in a sense paparazzied with these people, and I think with his child being born, he had to make the announcement. But if she was dating other guys and Diddy knows about it, would he actually, because we have that conversation as well, like girls that actually say I'm going to be multiply dating, guys that are like, yeah, I can have multiple women, but the woman can't. This is a very unbalanced society where if she was actually really dating other guys, would Diddy be approving? Would Diddy still be like, yeah, that's my shorty?
I think so. I think that's what the situation is.
I also hate that they try to bring Cassie into it as
I
well.
didn't
Like
see
she's
Cassie.
out
I
there
didn't see
living
that.
her life with her husband and
I
her
didn't see
Pitney.
that.
They were
didn't.
like, what's Cassie gonna say? Cassie's now
What?
gonna be
So stupid.
Like-
but people are stupid though. The comment.
I
But
just
that's
think
what I
it's
mean.
like-
It just
yeah.
always goes back
Oh,
round to
stupid.
like
to
the
be
woman.
honest, like Diddy's got other things to worry about because Aubrey
Aubrey
O'Day,
yeah, from
she was
Danny
on
Kane.
Call Her Daddy the other day, and she done an interview, and she basically alluded that there was something going on. Oh, she was pressurized,
Yep.
like to maybe have some sort of relationship with Diddy. Do you know what I mean?
To
While
move
she was
forward.
on, kind of thing, and that's essentially why she got fired and why the group got disbanded. So yeah, it's just Danny Kane. Yeah, it's just obviously this is all allegedly at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But like, he's got other things to worry about because this is the thing. Like, as we say, hip hop hasn't really had a proper Me Too moment.
Well, we know
yet,
that
but
we
it's
know
coming.
that Diddy did some shady things. Even if you look at just the fact of how he, it's shady for me as an adult to have Usher as a youth around, and you're bringing big women to him.
Yeah.
that's
Lots of
shady.
stuff going
But
on.
then
You know?
also as well, just like they didn't get any, like so many artists just didn't get paid.
Their
they
royalties.
didn't.
There's so much
So
stuff.
it's just
now.
like he's just do you know what I mean, in terms of what he's accumulated, like on the backs of who, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who did you
There's not
mess
one
over?
person
Yeah.
from Bad Boy, an artist,
Yeah.
that is like living like he's living.
Okay, let's see what happens and unfolds. Auntie, well, what's your story, Auntie Charlotte? What you done?
It depends. What is my story? I know.
Okay, so my story is let's explore Meghan the Stallion.
Yeah, yeah.
And the case that was unfolding, and it's just I don't know where to start because you mentioned it as why welcoming her to the family. All this backlash that she's had to fight. Basically, the bottom line is she's been shot. I believe it's straight from the jump that she was shot. I didn't know about the Kelsey element, and I think my question was actually because Kelsey's her former best friend who was at the scene as well, and they fell out based on I think on the the aftermath of the shooting, and I think Kelsey fancied Tory Lanez, and so she sided with him and didn't side with Meghan and all this type of stuff. And overall, for those of you who don't know, Meghan Thee Stallion was seeing Tory Lanez. They went to a gathering where on the record they're changing it to a gathering. It wasn't a party at Kylie Jenner's place. Well, that's what they're saying. Like, it wasn't a party.
So allegedly, Kelsey was seeing Tory, and Meghan allegedly was seeing Tory behind Kelsey's back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Allegedly.
all allegedly.
But that's
so either way, it's
what it
friendship
was.
messing around with each other,
But
whatever the case.
Obviously, Meghan has come out and said that previously, when she done an interview with Gail, that she didn't have any sort of relationship with Tory, sexual relationship with Tory, and they were never public. So it was Kelsey was the girl.
That's interesting because when I saw her starting to be around with Tory Lanez and basically through the world in pictures on social media, I actually thought it was out there that they were dating and seeing each other. So I missed that. So anyway, how it's transpired, something happened when they left Kylie Jenner's place, and which resulted in Tory Lanez being accused of shooting Meghan Thee Stallion in her foot. She definitely got shot.
Yeah.
And it's alleged that it's Tory Lanez, and it's also there's rumours that it could have been Kelsey. I think my thing was like, what do you do in this situation anyway? How do you? I don't know. I don't even know what it's just exploring it and explaining what your thoughts are about the case and everything's got to be allegedly because we don't know the answers.
I mean, we can say she got shot because it's factual.
She definitely got shot.
That she got
definitely
shot.
got shot.
That's been proven.
That's
and
been
we
proven.
can talk about what's been said in court.
We can talk about that. Like, what I find astounding is that at first, Tory's whole defence was she wasn't shot.
Exactly.
There was no shooting. And now it's she was shot, but Kelsey did it.
Yeah.
And Kelsey's pled the fifth. She's got what's the thing?
Immunity.
She's got immunity.
Well, kind of.
But they've said to her, if you're not from perjury.
Yeah.
So she's got immunity. And she has admitted that he said to her that he'll pay for her lawyer. She's admitted that he offered her and other people she's alluded to $1 million. Now, Tory, what are you offering her $1 million for?
Exactly.
And then she's saying, either I plead the fifth or I don't recall what he didn't say what it was for.
Yeah.
Then there's text messages where he's saying, apologising for what happened. She's saying that she didn't know Meghan went to the hospital, and then there's text messages proving that she did know. She's saying that, she didn't see any blood, but there's things alluding to the fact that she did.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just don't understand why in all of this falsities, you can clearly see that you can clearly see that Kelsey's lying about something. Tory's lying about something. Meghan said she got shot. She got shot. So it's like, why are people still coming for Meghan and questioning Meghan and making it about who she's been with and who she hasn't been with? It doesn't matter who she lay down with. It doesn't matter if she lay down with half of LA. The point is, she got shot.
Yeah.
And someone needs to pay for that.
The thing is, I think like what we're probably seeing. So the twist that I didn't see was that Kelsey's actually married.
Yeah. Her husband's been in court with her. Yeah.
No.
Yes,
yeah.
I missed that bit.
Her husband's been coming to court.
You're lying.
Yes. I swear to God.
Wait,
so this chick's got a whole husband.
This is what I'm saying.
And she's been moving like
But
this.
He works for one of the record labels.
Of course he does.
Basically, in dispute with Rock Nation. So he works for the record label that Meghan used to be with.
Yeah.
You see this?
Do you know what I mean?
It's messy.
So it's just like, it's really.
So she could have literally.
Yes. That's it.
She could have literally signed something.
Yes.
It's all tax.
So therefore,
it's even messier
so
now that you said that.
Exactly. So it makes it so difficult. It makes sense why, number one, Meghan didn't tell the truth to the police because she was trying to protect both of them technically.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Her friend then also Tory. And then also I think what I think's happened. Okay, this is my theory.
All right, go on.
So I think they were at. Oh yeah. Anyway, we need to recap this when Nana's back. But I think they were at the pool party, whatever it was. Kylie and Tory were getting a bit close. I think both of them didn't like it, but they thought, let's go. I think at one point they were supposed to go back because I think they left without Tory, and then Meghan insisted that they go back and get Tory, and then I think Tory's probably. I think what he's done is like, why are you trying to cock block me? And then it's kind of slipped out that Meghan was sleeping with Tory, and then Kelsey didn't know. Meghan and Kelsey get into it, and then it's going flying back and forth, and then that's why Tory, because Meghan, I think her mouth, her mouth is a lot, do you know what I mean? And then he shot her. That's what I think happened. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't there's so many things that you can't explain.
And let's think
like,
about it as well. If Kelsey's married and fucking out on her husband's share,
but like
it's gonna be like Tory's gonna try and cover up his tracks with all this messiness.
They're all going to. Do you know what I mean? Because it's embarrassing. First of all, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, well, your ties to the company that's trying to, you know, mess up her future. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, all these people behind the scenes are connected anyway.
Yeah, they are.
That's why you got people like Joe Budden coming out and saying something about
Meghan's
like,
character.
of course, they get paid to.
Like
you're
talk.
even credible.
How
dare he even mention her name?
But all the men
it's so irrelevant.
How many men coming out against Meghan?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Because the thing is, genuinely.
Also, Drake's song. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Drake.
I'm sorry.
Well.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
And with 21.
Yeah.
Nah, Drake's song. Because then he tried to come out and say, it wasn't that. Because she's on the side where, he didn't mean that. Then go on.
Not meaning it. A lot of people read it as shots, not getting shot.
No, he knew what he was doing.
No, he knew what he was doing. It's wordplay. It's wordplay.
He could have done
He said Stallion in one bit and shot in another.
So whether
and
it's
then he's
wordplay or
come.
not.
They've come out and said it's arse shots, but it's not the point. You know what you're saying.
Arse shots doesn't make sense for Meghan. She doesn't do that.
No, but
He's just talking about the whole.
they're lying.
What he says
She
doesn't do that. She's known
what
for
they're
a
trying to
natural body.
make out is like the lyric is you're lying about having arse shots.
The same way Meghan's lying about being shot.
Saying that you're a stallion. You're saying you're a stallion, but you had arse shots. Some shit like that anyway. But basically, he knew what he was doing. It's wordplay. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to come out and make jokes about it.
Timing, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what you're doing. And
absolutely.
I don't know why everyone... But the thing is, actually, I do know why. Because actually, unfortunately for Tory... Like, what he's been charged with is 22 years.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking at. So it's a long time.
Yeah.
So I can understand why Meghan could be even a person, even though she is the person that got shot, in the beginning, she'd be
because
like,
she even
I don't even want anyone to know anything.
She said she was doing it to protect him.
Yeah, because also she was like, as well, like calling the police on a black man in this space and all that type of stuff.
And they were scared as well, like what would have happened if he came.
That's
like,
the levels of what would happen. That's what black people go through when we're in a situation where there's so many things we can't just act. Because the same thing, just as a side note, with Gunner right now, he's been released from the YSL case, and everyone's calling him a snitch. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs on whether he can be considered a snitch or not, because he confirmed some things in order for him to come out. But then people are like, these things are already on the record, so if he's got a chance to come out. But it's just generally, there's so much things that black people go through.
It's ingrained in us, isn't it? Like, you can't snitch. You can't snitch, even if your own life is at risk.
Yeah.
Well, you should be. Well, I think it's unwise to have that in a filmed scenario. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Unfortunately, no matter how you look at it, if you're being filmed agreeing to something, that's what will live on. That's what will stay in people's minds. It's just like with Kelsey. It's just like are you stupid or are you dumb?
Yeah.
Like, which one? Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, did you hear what someone said?
What's that?
Someone was like, if they took a bird's brain and put it in her... Let me land.
Sorry. God, you don't want to say anymore. No. Okay. But what I was going to say...
Which glass?
What I was going to say
glass in the microwave.
Kelsey, with Kelsey, I just think it's just like, this is why I always say, if a friendship's not serving you...
That's the main part, because you see that out of everything.
I'm telling
you, everything, that's the bit that I'm like, what a fucking snake!
But do you know
what a snake? And that, like you said, it's painful for her to see her brethren, her like bestie, do that. Oh my God, I'd run you over with my car.
Do you know why? That's why
I wouldn't really, but I'd want to.
Yeah, that's why I kind of don't like reality shows, and I know it's not, because I think I feel like the sensationalism of how women, women, because it's all of the type of reality shows where the backbiting, the friend stabbing, and we're frenemies. It became a kind of brandy thing. It came like, this is how we are. And I don't think, I've not had friends that are like that, but I feel like that's perpetuated in those type of scenarios and shows. Like everyone, like women are always going for each other.
No, there is that misconception that women are always going for each other, but we're not talking about that.
No, I know.
We're just saying
friendships.
I know, I'm just saying, but that type of thing is perpetuated, like, and people like Kelsey, it's just seen to be like a thing, like it's not that it's okay, but that's what women are like. And there's a lot of people in the public eye where that type of bitchy cattiness between people who are supposed to be friends is a thing. Because there's so many things, like, you know, like from the girls that don't tell each other that what they're wearing to biting on each other because of a man, and this kind of social media weirdness.
But that's sexism as well, because men do.
Men do it too. I know.
But I think representation anyway, and I think it is. Do you know what I mean? I think that people watch those shows because they see it play out in real life. I think obviously it's dramatized, of course. Do you know what I mean? But had this not happened, I wouldn't think anything of Kelsey. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know who
like,
she was.
Seriously,
I don't know who she was, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's only because these details have unfolded, now we see like who her character is. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't think of, and even with Meghan, I don't know. I mean, maybe she, say she did sleep with these guys behind Kelsey's back, then Kelsey, that shouldn't be your friend, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
then you should have broken up for a time ago.
Unless you are plotting revenge,
but
or you're
Kelsey,
do you know what I mean?
But Kelsey, you got a whole husband.
That's the thing. Like, when did he come
you
about?
You got a whole husband.
Well,
you
this
got.
is the thing.
Don't get me wrong.
It's true.
You can't do that to your brethren. I get that.
But it's true.
But you got a whole
if it's a free
husband.
It's a free
it's not like that's your the love of your life.
But they might even
father.
have had
you got a whole husband.
An understanding.
Who
Do you know
knows?
what I mean?
No
because you know when
before.
you roll with your friend, like your good friends, and like they got a man, but they might cheat when you guys go out.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, you know, there's a difference. It's not like Meg went and fucked her husband.
Yeah,
that for me is like, right, that's deep.
Yeah,
she fucked someone you're banging, like.
But this is what I'm saying. So,
allegedly.
So she knows that you're not supposed to be banging him. So it's everyone's man.
That's my point.
It's everyone's
that's a free for all, isn't it?
It's community dick. It's community dick.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, and did you hear that apparently Meghan's bodyguard, he was meant to...
Yeah, he's gone missing.
Yeah.
He's gone missing.
Yeah, he's supposed to come and
I wonder what he was supposed to, because they must have like details of what he was supposed to.
Let's hope.
Because obviously his allegiances are probably going to be with Meg.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Well, money talks, innit? We'll see.
I wonder. I just think it's fascinating that everyone's standing for Tory like this.
That's the part I don't
I mean, like
get.
People who don't even listen to Tory are standing for Tory.
Standing for him
like,
hard.
I just don't get
it's
it. Like,
so weird.
From the jump,
it's so weird to me.
When this story came out, it was like, yeah.
And you know what? Anyway, I always find it strange in these kind of scenarios.
But also, I do think like if you wanted a mistrial, so say all three of them actually don't want Tory to go to jail for that amount of time, which is a fair and realistic thing. If you wanted a mistrial, this is exactly what you would do.
That's what they were saying,
what I mean?
that him and Kelsey's, that's their conspiracy. But unfortunately, because she's got, they're going to release her audio interview.
No, they've done it already.
Yeah.
Like the full in 80 minutes or something. They've released
clips,
it
in court,
but they haven't played the whole one. Well, have they played the whole one now?
I'm
the
pretty
whole
sure,
interview.
I don't know, but they played something.
I thought it was
court.
Monday that they're going to play the whole thing. They've played clips, but they haven't played the whole thing because she's basically gone into so much detail.
Can I just say something else as well that I found super strange? Why did he have his 6-year-old child in the court?
Of course, to show that he's but I know, but this is what I'm saying.
No. You're not a doting father if your 6-year-old child is in the court listening to all these vile details.
Yeah.
That's not doting. That's dickhead movements to me.
Stupid. He's just trying to look cute.
That's not a good dad.
The child looks bigger than him, and that's, you know.
When he was carrying him on his back, it was like he was struggling.
At the same time.
He was struggling.
That is actually long.
Daddy, can I wear your shoes? Of course you can.
That's what I'm saying. I just say, I don't know. I really hope. I don't know. I hope this doesn't really affect Meghan too much. I feel like she's been through
way too much.
They need to also play Tory's album. You know the album that he released right after? I swear there's evidence in that album. That's where he says some shit.
But then we say we're not allowed to use our lyrics against
No,
us.
because Kelsey released a track and they
Yeah.
mentioned that
She
in court.
released
Yeah,
a track.
Yeah.
She releases.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just
she
think
did.
like something like if I shot you or something.
Oh my
I would've
God.
killed you or something. I don't know, something like that.
She said something
Everyone's just
like
bait
that.
on the track, and that's another thing.
But I think they do that on. I don't know, because obviously they've had 2 years, right,
Yeah.
to plan for this. So I think it's like if they want a mistrial, that would be
This is the way
perfect to do.
go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This is a scene straight out of what's that shit you made me watch?
Empire.
Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, reasonable
Oh
doubt. No,
my
it is
God.
reasonable doubt.
It's Reasonable Doubt, isn't it? Fucking hella shit show.
I saw it and I started laughing. I said, I'm not watching it.
No, I watched it.
I had things.
I
to do.
watched it.
I will
but
watch
it's
it
like
over Christmas.
you
I will.
watched Empire, didn't you?
I stopped as well.
Yeah, no, I blatantly stopped. But
Yeah.
it's like one series. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
One
nonsense.
season. But the soundtrack is great.
The soundtrack's great, but it's
It really
nonsense.
is.
Have you seen on Black Twitter threads the way they clipped up all the scenes from Empire? Was
Oh my
nuts.
god, I was dying.
Empire is
Oh my
nuts,
god, I
you
was
know.
dying. I loved
Oh
it.
my God.
Like I loved Black Twitter so much.
Yes,
Because it was
I
just like,
Black
what's
Twitter
going
threads.
on? But it really made me remember some shit, and it's true. Like I was eventually, I was just like, I'm not watching
You
this
can't
shit
watch
anymore.
this no more. It's
This is
insane.
not.
Yeah.
This
Can't
is
lie,
insanity.
yeah, I did.
I missed the whole Lucius dreadlock phase.
Yeah, I missed
I was
that
like,
out.
Yeah, I never
I
saw
never
that.
got that far.
I never saw that
And
far.
that wig has just been
It's a-
clonked.
it's a
It's
clip.
just that.
Yeah.
It's the clip of Cookie saying to him, "Oh Jesus."
And I was like, amen. And he says, amen. His whole wig is just placed.
It's ridiculous.
It's a dreadlock wig.
They were
That's
like,
a
oh.
liberty.
That was.
So many things. And the songs
So
actually.
many things. The
Songs, some of them like
songs.
bang, 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 bang. And like, you're serious about it.
No, but there was something
There's
that
some
was
bangers.
good.
There was a
Yeah.
song that we sang the other day, and it was a Black
Oh,
Boy song.
Drip
They-
drop.
they were like-
And then
they were like-
Drip, drip, drip,
and
drip,
then
drip.
you're
The bit where they were like,
Yeah, I love that.
The bit,
love
I
that.
hated that song.
I love
Why?
that. It was a Bad
It
Boy
was
song.
nice
Up
at
there,
first,
up
but then
there,
they kept
up there.
fucking playing it. But no,
I love
when
it.
they said, when my man was sleeping with Alicia Keys and Lucia said to him, "She killed you." What a fucking bastard!
Yeah,
How can you say
he
that
was so
shit?
angry with
He
him
was
for
so.
being-
What?
No, when Lucius was so angry.
Lucius was
with
so
Sunday Day
angry, yeah.
And anything. So he, when what's he?
When he started- yeah.
Oh, Jesse, this is why we don't talk about Empire.
Because of Jesse, just
Yeah.
killed the legacy.
He killed
Is that
it.
why we don't?
But I mean,
Did
because, Empire was bad though. It was bad. It was bad for what it
I
did for a
liked
moment.
the
and it went
first
down.
maybe like
Yeah,
2
seasons. That's what
and
everyone
then
got to.
How many
after that,
seasons were there?
about
5
9
or 6 or something.
No, it was more than 5.
Was it 9?
Really?
It was like let's Google, but it
It
wasn't
went
9,
on.
but it was
It went on
going
'cause it was
on.
like that and Power, and I was like,
And
I can't
no,
do
but
both.
Power,
I didn't like Power. I hate
I
it.
got into Power late.
I watched one episode.
No, Power
I
is
couldn't do
rubbish.
it.
No, but can I say something? You see Power, yeah?
Yeah.
That was me. For the first, for about 4 years, I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
For about 4 years, I kept trying to watch Power. And I'd get to the one episode and I'd be like, this is nonsense, yeah?
Yeah.
Then one time on Instagram, people were going on about something that happened in Power. And I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
So I watched the episode that they was talking about. Then I was like, nah, I need to go back. So then I watched the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
I actually like Power. Power was alright.
Power's
Nonsense again, but
I was watching Power.
it's actually
I was
better
watching.
than
I preferred
the
actually-
nonsense that was going on eventually in Empire.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I started with Empire. I was like, no, I prefer Empire, and then I was like,
But
no,
I don't.
yours.
You know what? I don't know why people compared them. It's
Because
just
they
two
just
black
were two black
shows.
shows.
They came
It was
out-
just
they
two
came out
black
at the same
shows.
time and you were-
So
That's
completely
all.
But it was like,
different.
Yeah.
we had the Dynasty Dallas Wars. It's the
No,
same
but
thing.
Dynasty Dallas made sense. If you watch Power, you cannot. Dynasty and
I know
Dallas.
it's two different
Dynasty and
things.
Dallas make
basically
sense,
the
and
same
Dynasty
thing.
and Dallas
Yeah.
are the same world.
No, I get
Yeah.
that. But
flipping,
I didn't mind the rivalry because
No.
it is what it is. But,
Nonsense.
literally, Empire just got dumb and Power started off rubbish.
Power was
Anywho,
good. How many seasons? I need to know.
Auntie Sade, what have you heard?
5
I did have a
seasons.
story for you, but if you
No,
have
no,
one.
no. I'm gonna talk about. So my story is about the Meghan
6
and
seasons.
Harry.
Sorry.
My story is about the Meghan and Harry documentary
Glad
that's
you
on
talked
Netflix.
about this. Yeah.
So general question, really. What did you think? Oh my.
No, I'm so tired. Sorry, it's not you, baby girl.
I actually watched it last night. I binge watched the whole thing.
Same. I finished it.
Me
sorry,
too.
I should say.
Well, I watched it. I binge watched the whole
So
thing.
thoughts on it? What do you think? Do you think because obviously there's a few people that have just been up in arms
Literally
about
getting
the
the
whole
whole.
thing.
Do you know
knickers on
what?
a
Like,
toast.
Having watched all of it now, yeah, because I wanted to wait until both parts came out so I could just watch it in one go. The people online
Yeah, man.
are crazy. Did you hear what Jeremy Clarkson said?
Jeremy Clarkson needs to go. Like, honestly.
Did you see
How
what
dare he?
Camilla did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain.
you see,
Explain both things.
Jeremy Clarkson, because he basically said that Meghan should be paraded in the streets and be
Right.
walking
And that he
naked.
hates her
Yeah.
on a cellular level.
Yeah. which is so insane.
And also have shit thrown at her.
And he
But,
said,
I think
she's
he
controlling
thinks-
her husband.
I think
Harry
he thinks that it's Game of Thrones, and it's not.
It's not.
It's
just-
just not.
what are
And
you
Meghan is not
talking about?
Cersei. Like, it's not.
I
it's
don't
not.
know how anyone can watch that documentary, right, and not understand
What
happened to them.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
It's so weird to me.
Jeremy Clarkson is
explain
deeply
what,
problematic
Camilla
anyway.
did.
So
Yeah, he is already.
Jeremy Clarkson came out and said that, and then
Yeah.
Camilla had some soiree the other day, and who was at the soiree? Piers
Jeremy,
Morgan,
and
Piers
Jeremy.
Morgan,
Yeah.
and Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
Now, if that's not saying "fuck you, Harry and Meg," I don't know what is.
Exactly.
Because how can you have the enemy there?
The thing is, I
It's
think
ridiculous.
like sometimes with that, I'm although I don't think they should be fraternizing with them at all, but I think the timing has nothing to do with anything. Do you know what I mean?
that's
I think it's just that's
but
how
it's
the
the fraternising
drama
at all.
plays out. Yeah, no, that's what
That's
I said
my
in the
part,
beginning.
yeah.
Yeah, but like it's how the drama plays out in the media, and they make it a thing. They position it against each other to make it
They
a story.
do, but my thing is this year: if the firm can talk to Meghan and say to her, "Your niece shouldn't come to your wedding because of how it might look," yeah.
Yeah.
And certain people can't come to places because of how it might look. Someone's not telling Camilla, Piers and Jeremy Clarkson maybe shouldn't come to this thing because of how it might. You can disinvite
Yeah.
someone, you know.
No, definitely. I don't know when
If-
I'm not going to defend their whole thing.
If, like-
but I just think like it's placed. Do you know what I mean? We don't know the actual timeline. Do you know what I mean?
No,
They
I
don't
know.
necessarily know the timeline of the documentary, like, and all that kind of stuff. So the way it's placed in the media, this is what the media
But when was
do.
the party?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if in relation to what was said, in relation to when the party was, in relation to when the documentary came out, this
It's
is
not an
what the
alignment.
media.
I understand
puts
that.
together
But if the
and
party
makes
was,
it an issue.
if the party was within the last week, yeah. If the party was within the last week, within the last however long since the documentary first aired, if the party was after the documentary first aired, and I'm giving them grace by even saying that, yeah. Fuck Clarkson for a minute, but you know Piers Morgan's on them, innit? You know Piers Morgan
Yeah.
is a
Yeah,
vile,
definitely Piers
malicious,
Morgan should not
disgusting
have been on the
man
list.
and a
But
bully,
he
and a
puts it-
bully, a
yes,
racist,
yes,
misogynist
yes,
bully. Yeah. So if you know that, you should, and I understand about how the pieces get played, but this is a fact.
But why are we expecting anything more from them? I just
I know.
don't like. Do you know what I mean? That's not what I
think
would
it's just
give my
disgusting to me,
thing
that's
to
all.
me. I think like what I found interesting, and it's actually, you know, I'm definitely obviously against what's happened to them. I think we uniquely understand from a Black British perspective, like how Black women in particular are destroyed by the press on a daily basis. So we see that, and we've seen that. I do think though that what I'm left after watching the documentary, what I was left with is like, this is definitely a couple that love each other for sure. Do you know what I mean? And I think that Harry and Meghan both done what they could to kind of like deal with it. Obviously, Harry's situation is very, very real in terms of like his mother died under very similar circumstances, right? Do you know what I mean? So like in terms of being hounded by the press. However, my issue with disconnecting with it is just a little bit like Meghan was happy to be the face of Empire though. Do you know what I mean? She was happy and willing to be face of Empire, which I fundamentally have a problem with no matter who it was going
Me
to
too.
be. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I kind of like have a little bit of a disconnect as well. But I think as also as well this profound notion that she had no idea that she would be seen to be treated in a particular, as a Black person, means you understand that Black people who don't look like you are treated
She does say that,
differently.
though.
Yes,
Yes, I know.
She
yeah,
actually said that in the documentary.
yes, I know, but it was seen as her big age, that it was a new phenomenon for her, which just shows a disconnect. And I think there definitely needs to be like I'm just like, well, what is that? And also as well, like Harry, I think it's when you're dealing with different cultures, different situations, not actually giving her the tools in able to deal with that situation. That for me was just like, you failed your wife, you failed your
Yeah.
girlfriend, you failed your fiance because you did not give her the tools. It's just like when, you know, like with our family and stuff, being Nigerian and stuff, if someone comes that's not Nigerian into the family, you need to make sure that they're aware of what it is that they're expecting, whether they agree with it or not, but what they're going to be faced with. Like, and I think he done her a real disservice there. I just thought it was just like, that's
The
heartbreaking.
thing is,
to
though,
me.
I totally agree with you. My only thing is, he did admit that, and he did learn from that, and he did things like he should have known this before, and he should have definitely armed her. It shouldn't have got to the point where he's making up for it. You know, he should have armed her based on what had happened in previous
Where did he
relationships.
admit it? I
He
don't-
did. He said he failed his wife. He said that.
Okay, yeah,
He
but I
was
don't
like,
know if he
fe-
necessarily. Okay,
I
don't
think
know.
that they both came from real sense of places of ignorance, like heightened ignorance and privileged ignorance. Because Harry, especially in Harry being a man, I think there's an element of, because he was even saying about the dresses and how she looks. You remember he was talking about, I didn't even think about those type
Yeah.
of things. So there's an element of, and again, they are royal men who have been able. Harry himself, before, you know, at Eton or wherever he was, he's had this privileged lifestyle where he can do what he wants when he wants. And he was always seen as the rogue little naughty brother, got into trouble, and just like celebrated as the wild royal at one point. Whether he liked it or not, we're seeing more insight to how he felt. But for what was presented to us in the press was this rogue. And so there's going to be an element of, that is me. I am a white privileged man. So the things that I can understand, the nuances that he might have said, oh look, it's going to be a lot, because when they even disassociate themselves a little bit in the early stages of dating, even when he said that, you know, I went to Africa with my like to be girlfriend and we kind of were in a bubble, he kind of knew there was going to be some madness, but I don't think he could fathom. This is not an excuse though. I don't think he could fathom what was going to happen. So where I think his ignorance, I definitely think he did his wife a disservice. I don't think he prepared her, but I literally don't think he even really thought about it, because men have that privilege, especially the men in this family have not been taught or raised to care for women. So I think he had that until he met someone that forced him to understand what care and love in a relationship is. Because remember also, when there was a moment when I was like, oh, so because you are your father's son as well, and your grandfather's grandchild, because there was a moment when he said, I switched off. No, yeah, he was like, when she was upset, he was like, hold it up, switch it up. You don't get emotional.
He said Harry, the royal, took over Harry, the person and the boyfriend or the fiance, whatever.
So I definitely think you're right. He did a disservice. Yeah. But it's not. There's not even a but. That comes from my assessment, his ignorance, because he just did not essentially have to give a fuck or ever give a fuck, and he just thought what was
interesting to no you're right, but what was interesting to me as well is, because if we were talking about Meghan and her not fully understanding the black experience fully, it's because she's mixed and she's of a fairer skin. What was interesting to me is that when the conversation with her mum and her mum saying that I didn't arm my kid, and that reminded me of the whole, you know, that documentary that Leanne Pinnock did, and it's so important to arm your kid, because that was a bubble that she was in. You know?
And that's why she could coast through in that space. And if you look at her friendship circles, and you know, there's certain black parents, I'm not putting that on Daria specifically, but who knows, there are black parents who are like, you know what, my child, especially maybe if it's like, my child could actually, not to say she was saying that you could pass, but you're going to have an easier life than maybe I did as a darker skinned parent, or being in that space of privilege where you're going to privileged schools, or you're all right, you're coming through this line and you're actually clever, you could go this route and I don't have to put that pressure of being black on you, because you're actually going to coast through. So she avoided it for her daughter, which she admitted. So Meghan, being in those circles and climbing the social rankings as well and getting into celebritydom and all that type of stuff, and never have to really deal with being with colorism and stuff like that in that space, I think.
Sorry, go on.
I think that's what kept her super ignorant and kept her thinking, I can come in here and change things up. And Americans have that ballsy brashiness as well, like, everyone loves an American. We can take control of the situation.
It's that.
And I'm not going to run into problems because I've been this colour mixed race. I'm black as I can be. And it's been fine for everybody because I've been accepted in my spaces.
But she... See, I don't think that she says that she was accepted in spaces fully. Because she says, and this is something that mixed race people do talk about, and they're allowed to talk about it. This is their experience, that they're too they're
Yeah,
not
they
black
feel like,
enough and they're not white enough.
Yeah.
And I think she says that.
She does,
And she
she
says
does.
that's why she felt quite lonely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So while she recognised I'm not getting a black girl treatment, it's not to say that she wasn't getting nothing.
I thought I meant
But
to say her
absolutely,
access
coming
into
here
the, yeah, that's
is
what I meant.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
But going back to what Auntie Sade said, I fully agree with you about she was ignorant to think that, oh, it's okay, I'm going to be the face of the
Yeah.
Commonwealth. Because for me,
Why would you want to be?
why would you want? But
it's
it was
an
mad though.
oppressive institution by everything. So why would
But
you?
it was-
And also as well, they don't get brownie points.
Yeah.
I just don't want. For me, they can't get brownie points for me by saying, "Oh, now we don't like it," because if it was
did.
going your way, you would have been fine.
The
with
only
that.
thing with that is like I
Seriously.
kind of feel like every now and again, like you see like when they went to Africa, it's and just even little things where she would say stuff and it's like they'd be looking at her like that. Like when she went to Africa on their tour and she was talking about being a woman of colour and stuff like that, the backlash of that. So it's almost as though she thought she could say, I'm a woman of colour and I'm representing the crown,
she
whatever.
Knew, this is
but
the thing is,
she thought
she
they'd
knew
they'd
that
like
it would
it
be
rather
a
than
tool
they'd
that she could use. They both knew.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, why are you, this is what I'm saying.
But
to
then
win over the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
That's a win over my country.
But that's,
Do you know what I mean?
that also there's that element of
No.
when people that see that love can break racism. That falsehood is
Yeah,
also a thing because they
absolutely.
definitely
Yeah.
thought our unity will change the monarchy and
I mean,
the
they
whole
kept saying
outlook.
love wins,
But
innit? So-
it's not
Yeah.
that because that's when people really believe that it's nothing, it's just black and white. Love is it's just love. It's not when there's actual political ties to relationships, love, race, and everything.
Financial
We're so
It's financial
ingrained
ties.
as
I
well
think
in
the royal
do-
family. What it showed me, what I knew already, but what it really showed me is it's what's that program that you lot watch?
Succession.
Yeah, it's a business, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's a
100%.
multi-million business,
On the
and they
back
are
of-
And
not
as Harry said,
and they are not letting that
it's,
go.
it's William's inheritance, right? Do you
Yeah.
know what I
When
mean?
he said that, I thought he knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
It's
Inheritance,
and they need the Commonwealth
Yeah.
for them to
To
continue,
sustain,
and
yeah.
that's
and have their
absolutely.
inheritance
Yeah.
to keep that
Absolutely.
going. So this is what I'm saying. So fundamentally, you wanted to be a part of
But
that.
I wonder-
that I have a problem with. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now you're out, you can reassess. Do
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And now you different people. So then cool, I can take you as you
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
that is, if you were still in that role, no.
Yeah.
Like, do you know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with
But
that.
that was never,
Seriously.
that was never the cool thing. But I wonder if even if they were in and accepted, if one day she would have been like, nah, this doesn't work for me. I wonder.
Well, that's why I was saying to
I
you.
wonder.
Sometimes when she'd say speeches when they go places,
Yeah.
her way of thought and the way that she,
I don't know if she would have
I just
lasted long.
I don't think she would have, just because the things that she was saying, it was like raw.
But it
this is
just
a bit
goes to
too much for the
show,
royal family.
Number one, our press is probably
It's
the
shit.
worst
Oh my
in
God.
the world.
Shit.
Do you know
Poison.
what I
Those,
mean?
do you know
Like,
what those
seriously.
clips of when Diana's like, just leave me
Did
alone.
you
Yeah.
see the bits that those were heartbreaking?
Honestly.
Did you see the clip of the analysts that worked out that there was 83
Yes.
accounts?
Yeah.
They read, what did they say? 157,000 tweets they
Yeah.
read, hate tweets
And
about
then
Meghan.
Rachel-
And they only came over a million or
17 million or
17
something
million,
like
yeah. And it only came from 83
Exactly.
accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were white
Yeah.
housewives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do we say? But yeah,
And it's
was just insanity.
When we spoke
It
about it
is.
before, the anger that people have.
It's so
Why do you
ridiculous.
hate? And it's like, even with Kelechi doing the rounds on the news shows.
Yeah.
And when she brought up the latest one I've seen, she brought up Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
The subject changes,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yeah.
and it's so weird when humans are like, we know, so then stop. So
They
then stop
literally,
talking to.
this is what I'm
it's
saying.
just
It's
amazing to me.
Continuous gaslighting that racism doesn't exist, that
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
a utopian multicultural society.
It's a
We're
lie.
not.
Let's not
And
talk
it
about
just
Andrew.
it just shows,
you know,
We
because
can't.
randomly, as someone said on TikTok, that what is random is that Lilibut and what's the other one
Archie.
called Archie, that their grandmother is the queen and their godmother is Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godfather. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Medea.
random. That's the. Do you know what I mean? That's the
Medea
situation
is
we're
the-
in because they had to escape. They had to escape.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Like, do you, imagine you have to escape Britain.
Wow.
it's just the fact that, like,
Anyway.
people wanted to kill. People want to kill them, and you lot are just like go about your business. And you saw that's what they did to Diana. They just let her.
The energy is just a lot. Human, like in all the stories that we've talked about today, the comments, people's comment, people are mad.
Yeah.
Like you're actually incensed about people you don't know.
Yeah.
And
it's the fact that they were getting so angry about when she was joking about doing that.
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't
they turned that into a whole like,
Yeah.
and someone's racist.
She's being. Why is she allowed to be racist about our culture?
And it's like,
watch the. You know what made me laugh? What's the illustrator?
Kaz,
and she said, "Oh, is
Kaz
bowing
made me do
important
it.
now? Then
Yeah.
wait. So taking the kneeling is important now, yeah? Now you lot want us to kneel, okay?
All right, guys, let's move on. Sitting here so low, thinking what I'm gonna do without my right hand.
I put the packet on the glass.
What glass?
The little.
You couldn't even get it out because
on
you're
the
trying to
microwave.
disturb my flow.
Got it.
I glad
I closed the door.
it.
What the?
The door in the microwave. What is wrong with you?
Exactly. What is wrong with my aunties? Anyway. All right, aunties know best. Aunties know best.
Oh, I've got one. I knew I had one. Sorry, that's
go.
rubbish. That's rubbish. Sorry, that one. This one's better. Okay, I knew I had one. Right, so I'm gonna read the thread. Right.
Okay.
Between two friends. Okay, so one friend says she says, "Don't wear your makeup today." Wait, why? Well, it's just gonna be you and my boyfriend, so you don't need to. Yeah, but I mean, we're going out, so I'm probably going to. Lol. Okay. I'm just saying that it's weird if you wear your makeup when it's just me and my boyfriend.
What?
I don't understand. Just don't wear makeup. Lol. Why do you care so much? You're weird. Thoughts?
It's giving insecurity.
Yeah. Someone's like, oh, the boyfriend's like, oh, your friend looks nice or something, and then now she's like, oh shit, he fancies her. She doesn't like her girlfriend looking amazing around her man.
She needs to chill, Winston. I'll wear
That's
what I want.
Honestly.
That's nonsense.
How can you be telling your brethren don't wear makeup? It's weird. Why? And then you're getting defensive and being like, I don't understand why you need to. Because maybe she likes to wear makeup. What's the problem?
But it's impossible. That means you're just jealous.
Why do you? I'm not wearing it for
It's
you.
not even jealous. It's
How about
insecure,
that?
like you
Well,
said
that's what I'm saying,
first.
but
Yeah.
jealousy as well. It's insecurity
Actual
and jealousy.
insecurity.
It is. Yeah, and it's both.
It's both.
Now, why are you my friend as well if that's what you're going to be doing? Like,
Imagine I'm like, don't wear makeup,
Yeah.
please. Me and Tony are going out. Don't wear
ew,
makeup.
why did you say Tony?
Oh my god! Sorry. That was
Sorry,
like a
ex-boyfriend.
reaction. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
But look at that. Look how physically ill that. Sorry.
Oh man.
Me and Travante are going out.
There you go.
Travante Roads. Harley.
There you go.
Help! My husband's
Sorry,
surprised
Toby.
teenager daughter needs a home, but I really don't want to be a mum. So
Say that again.
my husband's teenage daughter needs
Did
a
you
home.
say surprise teenage daughter?
Yeah. Did you read this before?
My husband.
No,
Oh
maybe
yes, no. My husband's surprised teenage daughter needs a home. I really don't want to be a mum. I didn't want to open up. I thought we could run from there, but actually the surprise makes it more fun.
Yeah, I want to understand the surprise.
My husband
part.
and I never wanted children. We prefer to travel and spoil our dogs. He got the snip before we met. Only
Spoil our dogs.
Bruv, it is what it is. Only 6 months ago, he found out he had a 13-year-old daughter from a college fling. The mother gave up the baby to a relative for adoption, only for the family to fall apart when the adoptive mother died. A relative tracked my husband down on social media and we've had a paternity test done. The adoptive father dumped his daughter with the birth family and never looked back. The daughter is currently sleeping on the couch of a great aunt and has no stable adult in her life. The grandparents are disabled and sickly. The biological mother is in jail and the rest of the family isn't great.
Girl, you need to take that child. You hear all that shit that baby's been through?
My husband feels obligated to take Ella in.
And so he should.
We talk to the child via phones and Zoom. She seems perfectly nice and she's had a bad hand, but I have no idea how to parent a teenager. I had severe mental health issues growing up, and while therapy and medicine have helped, it isn't a cure-all. My own mother suffered from severe depression and was told that having a baby would fix her. Instead, she had my brother and me and took her own life when I was a teen. I refused to inflict that role on someone else. I know my own capacity and taking on the full-time care of a troubled teen isn't it. If she was much older or younger, I would be fully on board financially, but she's too young to live alone and too old for a nanny. We have given the great aunt... Okay, so help. I'm not a mother. So there's a bit more deeper than that. This is from Dear Prudence in the Slate magazine.
Oh my God, this is so deep.
It is a lot, it's a lot.
Because she's saying, I totally get where she's coming from.
Exactly.
I totally get where she's coming from.
Yeah.
That's why she's made a conscious decision that she doesn't want to have no children. I totally get it, all the mental health, all the shit that she's been through. I totally understand it. But then, Oh my God. It's almost like she's going to be putting this child through some shit. I don't know. It's a lot. I don't know what to say.
She's preempting it. She might not. That's another thing. And this child might be a blessing for her. You never know.
It might be, but
how do you feel?
It's a lot.
I can't rate anyone that spoils dogs more than people.
Me too, though. I forgot
can't.
that part.
I just can't.
I forgot that part.
I cannot.
Because that was one of her first lines. Why is that your first line? We prefer to spend our money on dogs.
Seriously, if you've got money to spend on dogs and you've got potentially money for a babysitter, you think you can't repurpose that for everything.
The other line was that she said she's too young for a nanny and too old to live by herself. So
they're a bit in between. She doesn't want a teenager. She just doesn't want a teenager.
But you would help financially.
Yeah.
So therefore you can use that money to put her in after school programs.
Yeah.
You can structure it so that she's still around. Like
I think she's feeling like she well knows that finances aren't going to take it. This girl needs. I think I understand her fear.
But you can get emotional. You can get a therapist for her.
Yeah.
You can get that support.
You can get a therapist for all of you.
She can, have friends or whatever and help her. And maybe it's more of the dad's helping.
Yeah.
And maybe
on
not.
the dad's more responsibility.
But
for sure.
Nah, man.
You can't leave that child.
That's like one of the coldest things you can do.
Yes,
it's actually one you can't deny, and also you can't be the barrier between a father and their daughter.
She cannot. She has to.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that part.
Seriously.
I don't know if I'm not angry at her at this point because again, from what she's stated, it's actually commendable that she's actually even recognising the fact that she's damaged and that she doesn't want to inflict that. But what she shouldn't do is use that as a crutch to let the child not come home, and she shouldn't be a barrier between the father and child.
Yeah.
She definitely has to let that child come home and figure it out. But she can't not.
Really, really selfish in my opinion.
I think she's scared.
The thing is,
but you
until she started talking about her
child.
part, I understood. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? You need to suck it up and get the child. But I do empathize with her, but that doesn't mean that I still think she needs to take the kid.
Having children is obviously, you guys know, there's no perfect scenario.
There's
no
never.
Perfect way to be a
Exactly.
parent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's never going to be perfect. So you just have to deal with it.
But the fact that she's asking for help, I think then she's figuring it out. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Get a therapist, get the child a therapist, get some structure. Do you know what I mean? Get them into a good school. You seem financially capable because you're spoiling fucking dogs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
suck it up.
You got to suck it up. You got to make it work, because if you're the barrier,
and the kid might not want you to be a mum to her. You don't have to be a mum to her. You just have to be an adult that
conversations.
cares.
There needs to be clear communication in that household. Lots of talking and sorting it out.
Get out of here, man.
All right then, that's done. What's made you sad, mad and glad this week?
What has made you sad, mad and glad this week?
What's made me sad? A few things.
Oh, I can go actually.
Go on then.
Yeah, so first of all, the sad is the Asake concert.
Yes.
Where unfortunately, I think up to 8 people are injured and 2 people have died now.
Is it 2 now?
One?
I know
Maybe
one's
I heard about a girl.
Mellow.
And one is speculation, So yeah, as you said, Rebecca unfortunately has passed away. So RIP to her. And it's just awful. Like, I mean, there's a lot of footage out there. There's a lot of stories and people saying what should be done. I do, like, having worked at that venue before, I like, obviously I wasn't there, do you know what I mean, but I definitely know that from working there, terms of security and structure and all that kind of stuff, they need to get it together.
I remember you telling me when you weren't there. I remember me and you having a discussion.
Yeah.
And again, you weren't there at this particular thing, but just talking about how the management of the venue went with the security. I remember you telling me some shit.
Too many things to happen at that venue.
Yeah.
It's too much, and the thing is, it's like I know you can, because a lot of people are trying to blame him. It's not and him. And the thing is, it's like it's so far from that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's how crowds are managed. Do you know what I mean?
Always
and
say that.
There's always there's multiple events at that place. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I think
And
sometimes
it goes
when
back
it comes,
to people misunderstanding that the artist isn't sitting down asking people
Everybody-
about the
yeah.
security
Yeah,
plan.
exactly.
That's not what they're doing.
You should say that about
Exactly.
Travis, isn't
So
it?
yeah, I think there needs to
Exactly.
be a massive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Same
exactly
thing.
what I was thinking.
So I think there just needs to be an investigation there and like
100%.
looked into it for sure. And then my mad was actually my journey to the studio today, to be honest, because sorry, like frigging raining. I decided not to Uber and get the tube. I'm never doing that again.
Did you get the tube?
Yes.
You went on the tube?
Yes.
Shit, boy, that's why it rained.
I'm telling you, I was just like, what is this?
What is this? What is this?
Confused and stressed. It was raining and my hair got messed up and I was not happy.
Yeah.
I really wasn't happy.
Don't blame
I
me.
just like, I know why I make certain choices and it's for me to be in a good mood. You know, that really put me in a bad mood, so no. And then I was glad because this week Auntie AK invited me to an event and we watched Glass Onion, as you mentioned, Knives Out, and it was brilliant, and met Janae Renee and she was just lovely. I just really like her.
Yeah,
She's a
I do like her.
very authentic, genuine, kind-hearted person.
Yes.
Yeah.
My sad is the state of men because I just think
Boy,
they're just
what switch? That's Auntie Shawnee's line.
I'm all for the I just think like what the men, because you know what it is, I've watched two films, She Said and Women Talking, back to back, about, and it's different. She Said is about the Harvey Weinstein story, the two New York Times journalists who broke the story on Harvey Weinstein, so it's just the coverage of that. And then Women Talking is set in a Mennonite community and it's based on a true story back in 2010. On the back of that is the state of men. I don't like, it's made me sad. Mad, my boot broke from Zara as I was walking down the street and I had to go and get another pair, and it made me mad. And very mad at the people at the Asake, the people that ruined it. Glad is Janelle Monáe.
Sad at DJ Twitch passing by suicide, mad at the weather and that I've had to put my heating on, mad when my bill comes, mad at the state of the play of the 21st century because I want to put my heating on and not have to worry about it, and glad to be back in the studio.
Yep.
I'm mad at this journey.
That's it, guys.